Hello everybody and welcome to another Beyblade video. I'm Citrus Ninja Gaming, and these are 3 of the toughest God Layer Beyblades. Or at least, the ones that the Cho-Z Beyblades could barely stand a chance against. So, let's go from what I think is the weakest of these 3 to then the 2 that are kind of tied. I've only really tried the Deep Chaos combo, and a little bit of Twin Nemesis, but not much. So the combo is Twin Nemesis, Zero Vortex, Zeta Dash. Now Zeta Dash is crucial for this combo because it makes it so that Twin Nemesis just can't burst. Like these clicks, they may not sound like much, but they feel tough. Next up, Deep Chaos 7 Cross Orbit. This combo is really good because of Orbit's free rolling ball. It can roll a little bit to deflect attacks, and also these springs in the layer can kind of ward off some attacks. Like, you can sometimes hear it in action, and it's really cool because Deep Chaos used to be like one of the most infamous bays just because it burst a lot. Then last combo is Arc Bahamut Zero Meteor Atomic, basically an all black and purple combo except for like the God chip and whatever. Mostly black and purple. So then they're gonna go up against these 3 stock combos. Well, stock except their given frames. So Cho-Z Achilles 0-0 proof dimension. Geist Fafnir 8 dash star absorb, and you guys might be thinking, why didn't I give Fafnir proof? I just wanted something that matched the colors, and because this star frame is just like the proof frame that it's supposed to have. And then Archer Hercules 13 hit Eternal. I've used the hit frame on Hercules several times in the past, and it just looks cool on Hercules. So let's start off with like Nemesis versus Hercules. I should definitely be playing Hercules first. So, got knocked out, but still, that's because it's not as heavy as Hercules. But like, no clicks. Definitely a good sound. Oh, but that isn't. So Nemesis has been one of my favorite God Layer bays for quite a while now. Just because of its mode change, and it's a simplistic but very cool looking design, and also it got a spin finish against Hercules, and it got a click off on Hercules. So that's definitely impressive. Also, just saying, I was using Twin Nemesis Zeta in stamina mode. Now I'm just going to change it to defense, just to see how well that goes. That was not cool. No contact. Also, you might hear me sniffling a lot. I'm a little bit sick. And Archer Hercules got a burst finish on Nemesis. Yeah. Oh, but Hercules took like 3 clicks. Okay, one last round. Oh, the driver was switching modes in the end. Okay. Final round if this one isn't a fluke as well. Ooh, Hercules almost burst it as well. Nemesis can hold up pretty decently. When I first started testing out this combo, I used the meteor frame on it. But, like, I wanted to do some color matching, so I gave Arc Bahamut Meteor, and I gave Nemesis the Vortex Frame, because it looked cool with the Zeta Dash driver, and Archer Hercules got the spin finish there. Both took 2 clicks. But when I first started trying out a Nemesis combo with Meteor, it was actually able to knock out Hercules pretty consistently. I don't know how that happened and isn't happening now, but anyway, now it's up against Geist Fafnir. So yeah, obviously Geist Fafnir's stock combo is not the best. Anyway, although Geist Fafnir's stock combo is not the best, it's really good for spin stealing because it's hard to get knocked out with a springy driver like Absorb. And also it can be a little bit aggressive in the beginning. So it's definitely worth trying out, but not worth using competitively. Geist Fafnir got the spin finish there. Let's do a bit of a softer launch. Let's see if Nemesis can burst. I doubt it can burst in this matchup because it's left versus right, even with the spin stealing. And also, Nemesis is in upper mode, so it's harder to burst itself compared to when it's in Smash or Colossus mode. Oh my god. This Fafnir's too strong. Yeah, and right there, Nemesis only took 1 click. Okay, I wanna see if I never mind. I was gonna try to see if they were going to go crazy. That was good enough. So next up is Cho-Z Achilles 0-0 Proof Dimension. Yeah. Maybe Cho-Z Achilles has way too much attack. And you guys are probably thinking, wow, Nemesis is so bad. I got clickbaited into this video. But I promise, Deep Chaos and Arc Bahamut are pretty tough. Okay, I just want to do one last round with Nemesis. Really good attacks by Cho-Z Achilles. Oh, but he got knocked off balance. Oh no, but Nemesis didn't have very good balance. But it did get 2 clicks off on Achilles, that's pretty good. Anyway, let's go. Deep Chaos 7 cross orbit against Hercules. And some people think that if Deep Chaos is going up against a stamina combo with like Eternal, it's gonna be completely destroyed because the points that it has might like hit the layer directly and then cause it to self-burst. But as you can see there, it was just able to outspin Archer Hercules. That's because it still has that springy effect when it gets hit like that. And also Hercules doesn't have as much attack as people think it can have. But also the orbit driver makes this thing really tough. Like, orbit has a surprisingly strong spring, and I really like this Deep Chaos combo because it just makes me amazed that literally a God Layer combo can destabilize itself so that it can destabilize Hercules and get the spin finish, even with a taller driver. Okay, one last round, because these battles are a bit long. Oh, and my launcher got stuck. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so those were some pretty solid hits in the beginning, at least for both Beys being stamina type layers on pretty passive drivers. So, I initially, when I first got the God Customized set, I was like, yeah, I know Deep Chaos really isn't that good. It bursts a lot, but I really like its design. Like, the moment it got announced, I was coming home from school with my cousins, because they were at my house for a bit of time. And I saw that Arc Bahamut and Deep Chaos pictures were being leaked, and I was excited because I was really hoping that there would be Deep Chaos and Screw Trident because they were both very mysterious single layer bays. So now this is got here. So anyway, I was like, dang, Deep Chaos looks cool, and now he has a revival of the bearing drive performance tip that Phantom Ryan has, which Phantom Ryan is definitely the strongest and probably my favorite Metal Fight Bay from back in the day. Hashtag bars. So yeah, I was always intrigued by the fact that Chaos and Trident hadn't had. Oh, spin finish by Geist Fafnir. I was always intrigued by the fact that the original Trident and Chaos hadn't had evolutions yet. So when I saw in the wiki that there were new bays, there were going to be the evolutions of Chaos and Trident, I was stoked. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. But I never would have imagined that Deep Chaos was going to be so easy to burst. And then, now, as you can see, it's not bursting. Although it's not winning against Geist Fafnir because the Orbit Driver doesn't have as much LED as Absorb. It's literally made for spin stealing. So, that matchup is kind of boring. Let's go up against Cho-Z Achilles, why not? So, I wasn't really that stoked about Arc Bahamut. Obviously, it looks cool. And it still looks cool. Although it looks much better with the stickers. And I do not put stickers on my bays because they are very frustrating to put on, especially if they're tiny ones. And especially if they have, like, little pieces that jut out from like a center piece. Like I think on God Valkyrie's stickers there's something like that, like the wing design. I don't know if you guys even know what I'm talking about. Oh wow, Chaos took one click. And Achilles obviously took none. Hopefully this next battle is going to be a bit better though. because that one was very boring. Okay, so as you can see, it has been taking a few attacks there. Also, I didn't even check the mode that Cho-Z Achilles was in. Hopefully, next round, I'll try balance mode and maybe it'll work for like a bit of a stationary battle. Now both Beys are running low on stamina. And, of course, Deep Chaos won that. Took 3 clicks though. Oh, and Cho-Z Achilles did take 1. It's pretty cool. Oh my god, I really forgot. Okay, now it's in tall... Actually, no, let's not go tall balance mode. It's in middle balance mode, because small balance mode really doesn't do much. So it's in middle balance mode, or middle height balance mode. And of course, I decided to attack instead of stay in the middle. So basically, Cho-Z Achilles loses either way. Like, even if it gets some decent shots, it's not gonna win against Deep Chaos. And now it thinks it can do some tornado stalling or some crap like that. So yeah, it didn't take any clicks. Deep Chaos took 3 somehow, I don't know. But anyway, the last combo, Arc Bahamut, 0 Meteor Atomic. Let's see how well it does against these 3 Beys. So Arc Bahamut was a really good left spin defense type before Hell Salamander came into the equation. So, like, people thought, oh yeah, it has horrible teeth. It's almost like, like Hasbro's Spriggan, because it feels like almost slopes. Oh my god. Wait, what? 1 click on Archer Hercules, what the heck? So, like, people thought, oh yeah, Arc Bahamut really just sucks. It has no teeth. I mean, it has teeth, but they're not sharp or tall at all. They're really, really tiny. And since the teeth are usually the only thing that decide how quickly a Bey bursts, people just didn't want to use Arc Bahamut. But something they didn't take into account is, well, actually 2 things. The gimmick that it has actually helps a little bit with burst resistance. Oh, well, like, if you didn't know, Arc Bahamut's gimmick is that it has these little prongs that hold the disc. And then, when it gets closer to bursting, it fills in these gaps. That's not really what helps. What helps is that these actually create a little bit of resistance so that it's harder to burst Bahamut. Like, in some molds, it's not as loose as it's intended to be. So it's harder to, it's harder to burst it. But really, that's not the only good thing about Bahamut. The other thing is that it has a really round shape with very few gaps. And also being a left spin Bey, it is kind of hard to burst. Unless you launch it way too hard, which is what I did there. Oh god, this video is becoming way too long. So we've got to speed right through this. Oh, Archer Hercules actually took 2 clicks. So then... Geist Fafnir might have a chance to burst this thing. But also something that people were saying is that because of Bahamut's really small teeth, it was possible to undo some burst damage if you launched too hard and you're going up against a right spin opponent. So then you could just launch hard, take one or two clicks, and then your opponent would gain a little bit of spin velocity, and then they could technically start rebuilding Bahamut. So basically you would gain one or two clicks, and then from a right spin opponent you would gain them back like that, but no one really knows if that actually happens. Let's do... Okay, I'll just go on to Cho-Z Achilles to not make this video 5 years long. So Bahamut supposedly can do that, but I don't know. That's really just a theory. It got knocked out there because Atomic doesn't allow for much friction with the ground. But honestly, if you ask me, I don't think that Bahamut can do that consistently, regaining clicks so that it's much harder to burst. People say, oh yeah, just use bearing. But then if you launch, in a situation that you would launch too hard and need to regain clicks, you would just burst in an instant because bearing has the weakest spring of all drivers. So basically, you burst more. Yeah. Also, something that I kind of find a bit weird is that the atomic driver is a defense type driver. Technically, a driver like Gyro is more defensive than atomic, because thanks to the free rolling ball. Oh god, that just made it even more out of focus. Yeah. My god, I'm so bad. There we go. So, the free rolling ball is supposed to make it so that once you get hit, you can just roll a little bit to reduce the damage. And sure, I get that that's the reason why it's a defense type driver. But also that could be a drawback, because if you get hit too hard, like in the first round against Achilles, it could just fly out of the stadium because it creates very little friction. So, yeah, it's weird. I mean, Orbit is a lot better because it's a smaller surface area and actually has stabilizers on the sides, so it doesn't just get wrecked in an instant. But I don't know, I guess they just wanted to make an evolution. But anyway, sorry if I bored you guys with this video. I probably bored a few people. Maybe someone got some knowledge. Yeah, totally. Anyway, please slice that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below any combo ideas, anything you think might actually work from the God series to defeat a Cho-Z Bay, or just any combo in general. I'll try it out if I have the parts. And maybe if you have some Hasbro idea, I might do a Hasbro combo against other Hasbro Bays. I don't know yet. Just do whatever you want, as long as I can actually do it. I'll probably do it. Okay, see you next time.